It began on a morning unlike any other in the radiant kingdom of Luminara. The skies shimmered with unusual light as Princess Naomi tended to Sparkle, her loyal unicorn with a glowing blue horn. Suddenly the wind shifted, and with it came a deep hum, like a song sung by the sky itself. Naomi looked up just in time to see a balloon, shimmering with silk and stardust, descending from a glowing gateway in the sky. From the basket stepped a girl Naomi had never seen before. She wore robes stitched with moonlight and carried a compass that floated gently in her palm. "I'm Princess Elena of Lunaria," she said. "My kingdom is drifting. The sky crystals that hold our islands above the clouds are fading, and I've followed the legend to you." Naomi blinked. "To me?" "The old stories say only a princess with a heart brave enough to touch the earth and the sky can find the pearl of the winds. And I believe that's you." Naomi didn't hesitate. "Then let's fly." As Sparkle's hooves lifted off the ground, they burst into a swirl of light. Glowing wings sprouted from her sides, and with a toss of her mane, they soared into the air. High above the world, the clouds became oceans and islands floated like drifting castles in the sky. But not all was peaceful. A maze of thunderclouds loomed ahead, where mischievous wind sprites swirled and shrieked, trying to blow them off course. "They feed on doubt," Elena warned. Naomi closed her eyes and listened, not to the storm but to the soft hum of Sparkle's wings, and the heartbeat of her new friend beside her. "Left," she said firmly, "then straight." They broke free, the sprites vanishing into laughter behind them. Next came the Bridge of Riddles, a glittering path suspended in the air, guarded by an ancient owl with feathers of polished silver.
To cross, answer this. What grows stronger the more you give it away?
Elena and Naomi didn't even need to speak. They smiled at each other. "Friendship," they answered together. The bridge shimmered and welcomed them across. At last they reached the waterfall of whispers, a curtain of mist that reflected not light, but fears. Naomi saw her people fading without her. Elena saw her island crumbling into the clouds. Tears welled in their eyes. But instead of turning back, they held hands and stepped through. And behind it stood the Temple of Whispers, floating on nothing, surrounded by silence. At its center, cradled in a petal of wind, was the Pearl of the Winds. Elena reached forward. "Together," Naomi whispered. As their fingers touched the pearl, a rush of air spun around them. Far above, the crystals of Lunaria sparked to life. The islands steadied. Peace returned. "You didn't just save my kingdom," Elena said. "You reminded me what true power is. Not magic," Naomi said, "but the courage to trust someone new." And with the sky ablaze with color, they flew home together, two princesses from earth and air, forever united by the winds of destiny. Sparkle soared gracefully over the glowing rooftops of Luminara as the sun began to set. The whole kingdom shimmered with welcome, its towers glowing gold. Naomi and Elena landed softly in the center square, where villagers clapped and scattered petals in joy. But as twilight deepened, a gentle sadness hung in the air. The time had come to say goodbye. They stood hand in hand beneath the lantern lights. Naomi smiled, her eyes glistening. "I'm glad you followed the legend," she whispered. "And I'm glad it led me to you," said Elena. They each pulled a bracelet from their palms, made of glowing strands of light, and gently fastened them around each other's wrists. "When you look at this," Naomi said, "you'll know I'm always close." They hugged, their bracelets pulsing softly like shared heartbeats. Elena stepped into her star-strewn balloon, waving down from the basket. Naomi waved back, the soft breeze catching her curls. The balloon rose, drifting gently into the star-filled sky, leaving behind a trail of sparkling stardust. Naomi and Sparkle stood on a hilltop, watching it vanish into the clouds. The stars blinked above. The bracelet on Naomi's wrist glowed quietly. She smiled, not with sadness but with wonder, because the sky had brought her a friend, and that magic would always remain.